There is one thing in crypto that you can look for to determine if a project is destined for billions or to zero. Today, I'm going to show you what that one thing is and how I'm using it to literally make millions. Literally. I consider this strategy a hack, and hopefully it will help you understand what insiders look for to pick the coins that they do. And hopefully when you learn it, you can become an insider as well. So later in the show, toward the end, I'm also going to show you some coins that maybe we're going to front run that fall into this category, this hack, this insider trick. So we can front run it. And if we're right, we can beat everyone else on the next leg up of this altcoin run, as this is an evolving meta that you hear it here first. All right, guys, if that sounds good to you, let's dive into it. My name is Chasse. If you're new to the channel, what up? Do yourself a favor and destroy that subscribe button and hit the bell notification, all the alerts, because these videos are ultra time sensitive. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. And we are going here to the charts. Bitcoin looking extremely good for all the overhang and all the concern that people had before. Of course, we're still range bound, but I have a feeling this range is not going to last very much longer, as we are in the midst of the overhang, the things that we're concerned about, Mt. Gox and the Grayscale ETF unlocks. Well, how are the Bitcoin ETFs doing? Well, as you can see, they're doing pretty good. Again, we had that one day that we talked about of negative $78 million of outflows. However, the past 2 days have been positive for a net of nearly $75 million in Bitcoin inflows in the past 2 days. Not huge, but at least it's positive, good news, even considering the amidst of everything else. And another thing to be very aware of is that, as James Van Straten over here says, after Kraken reported Bitcoin being successfully returned back to Mt. Gox creditors, we started to see a buildup of outflows from the exchange. So what happened here? People thought that Mt. Gox receivers were going to dump. Well, if they were going to dump, wouldn't they just sold their Bitcoin on Kraken instead of withdrawing it? No. When people want to hold the Bitcoin, they withdraw it from the exchange and they put it in cold storage, right? And they self-custody it. And this is exactly what you saw here. This is exactly what I've been telling you guys as well. If you were a Mt. Gox creditor and you got Bitcoin sent back to you after not having for 10 years, would you instantly go sell it? No, especially since you've known about Bitcoin for at least 10 years and you're forced to hold it until now. Well, you might as well hold it to the bull run at least. So this makes us all much less concerned now that we see the kind of behavior that happens in the market with people who are receiving their Bitcoin. And as we can see over here, there is still $5.4 billion to be distributed from Mt. Gox. But are we really that concerned? I'm not really, and it seems like no one else is either. In fact, we can look at this really good post over here from DeFi Squared, who says, see original post. The original post, but it doesn't matter. The most important thing here is that Bitstamp, which is an exchange, the Bitcoin has been distributed. Kraken, Bitcoin distributed. Germany sold all of their Bitcoins. Total idiots. Literally negative overhang on the horizon, with FTX returning $16 billion in cash to us crypto degens who are going to literally inject it right back in the market the second we get it. I've got 200 grand coming to me from FTX. As soon as I get it, what am I going to do? I'm going to put it in the market, of course. And I think everybody who's got money coming from FTX is going to do the exact same thing. Now, this is all incredibly bullish, guys. Look at this from Key Young Ju over here. It says, Bitcoin is in an accumulation phase. Over the past month, 358,000 Bitcoin has moved to permanent holder addresses. In July, global spot ETF inflows were 53,000 Bitcoin. Though not all remaining Bitcoin is in custody, whales are clearly accumulating, and it's at unprecedented levels. Look at this chart over here. Massive accumulation from long-term holders. Like, this is crazy, crazy bullish, guys. And you remember, there's just not very much Bitcoin left to go around, and people are just hodling it, hoarding it, getting their hands on it in mass right now. You know, it's just nuts. It's like what's happening right now is absolutely crazy. And we're starting to see the dominoes fall quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. And we're going to talk about that right now. So Bitcoin Archive says, just in, Jersey City will make 2% Bitcoin allocation for its pension fund. Mayor of Jersey City, I'm sure eventually it will become more common, says Mayor Stephen Fulop. Now, Jersey's not the first person to do, the first state or city to do this. Wisconsin did it before as well. Wisconsin bought $160 million for their pension fund back in January. And now Jersey City, additionally, we just got this news. State of Michigan adds Bitcoin ETFs to its pension fund, discloses $6.6 million purchase. I told you guys a long time ago, back in January, back in February, March, April, pension funds were coming, endowments were coming, large, big players were coming. And now we see 3 states in the United States. You think this is the only 3 states? No, it's just the first. And they will do more, and they will do more as you get more comfortable with it, right? Start small and gradually build up. Probably next will be Ethereum. They want to diversify. This is really, really bullish. And it's not going to be just the states, right? It's going to be states in all the countries around the world that are going to start doing this as well, I believe, right? I mean, we see it happening already. And check this out from RFK.
How has your experience been so far?
I'm a huge supporter of Bitcoin. I was here a year ago at the other Bitcoin conference. I went home with most of my wealth into Bitcoins.
So RFK says he put most of his wealth into Bitcoin after the Bitcoin conference last year. And that's what's happening right now. Everybody, I wish I was there, is in Nashville for the Bitcoin conference. And tomorrow we got the speech from Donald Trump. And we are expected this. So Charles Gasparino says, Scoop Eleanor Charrett, this is our Fox 11 correspondent, says Senator Cynthia Lummis is hoping to announce new legislation at the Bitcoin conference that would establish a pathway for the Federal Reserve to hold Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset, and is hoping to get buy-in from Donald Trump, who is also speaking at the event. Full write-up coming momentarily. So this is what we've been talking about. I've been telling you guys about this. And how is ETH doing? It's not doing too bad considering how much Grayscale is dumping. I mean, it's holding up all right? I think this is where it started trading back over here. No, it started trading over here. Get a little green candle over here, right? So, I mean, it's not doing so bad, guys. I mean, sure, Grayscale's like, this is going to last 7-10 more days or something, and then Grayscale probably will stop hemorrhaging. And even though inflows aren't insane, they're happening. They're happening in ETH, right? 70 million, 34 million, 16 million, 6 million. So it's going. I mean, those market orders affect the market price way more than Bitcoin does. Bitcoin has a much larger market cap. It's harder to move the market with less money, but with ETH, it's a bit easier as it's not as large of a market cap. So I showed you guys this already. I'm not going to go too much into it, but this is what it looks like when what we can expect from ETH, a little bit of a drawdown, maybe. But even then, I don't know if it's going to happen as much as Bitcoin did, but I do think we're going to get a lot of upside after the sell-offs happen from Grayscale, possibly even sooner. So people will provide a lot of justifications for ETH weakness into ETF with good numbers on volume and inflows, but really it's mostly that Sol is cannibalizing ETH's user base and that people now think Sol ETF can work. I mean, 2 crypto assets with ETFs means 3 is probably okay too, right? I would tend to agree on that. I mean, I don't know when we'll get a Solana ETF, but I'm sure it's going to happen. I just don't know when, but it doesn't matter because we're playing the Solana meme coin game anyway. And as you can see over here, over the past 3 months, there's been $500 million flowing to Solana from other ecosystems like Ethereum over here, which you see $343 million coming from ETH, 100 million from Sui, 20 from Arbitrum, and so on and so forth, right? So Solana's just cannibalizing market share. And as Murad says, contrary to what most people believe, meme coins do have utility. In fact, they satisfy people's thirsts that are far more pressing in the modern world than problems solved by tech projects. I don't know, obviously I don't believe this wholeheartedly. I believe there's some degree of truth in this. But he says the utilities are having fun, loneliness reduction, identity, finding a similar crew, hope, provisioning, friendships, etc., culture, community. That's true. And the meme coin does represent that bond. So if those people believe that has value, then it has value. That's the way the world works. It's a free market. And Brad says again, the number one question you should ask yourself, and this is where I was going in the introduction, the number one question you should ask yourself when looking at a meme coin is, can this meme coin become an ultra hardcore cult? If the answer is no, you should sell on the next pump and join a proper cult. 99.9% of the time, the answer is no. And he also goes on to say, the biggest meme coins will become financialized neo-churches of the new internet age. And here's where we get into the story. So I dropped this yesterday into the VVIP group on my Telegram at a $25 million market cap. I thought about talking about it in the video yesterday, but, you know, it just seemed, I had to learn more. I had to learn more, right? And so this is the Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish. Now, listen, guys, this is absolutely insane, right? Absolutely nuts. But this space, if you want to make money in this space, it's okay to participate in things like this. Give yourself the permission to do it. Obviously, don't put a vast majority of your portfolio in there, but you know, I mean, it just depends on your risk tolerance. I'll show you what my buys look like in just a minute here. But you can see there's 3,219 followers after a few days on Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish. And this is the website over here. Let's take a look at what this thing is.
Welcome to the church.
And before you're judging, if you haven't watched, just hold on a little bit. You know, just wait. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yes, I know.
Buy to the queue and join our daily church sermons live on X Space. Recite the 10 Chick Commandments to receive the blessings of the holy broth. Join us to become part of the great Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish.
Okay, so that's the intro video. And this is their Notion site. Very organized, guys. Like this is like legit, like this is like a legit church. What do I mean by that? Like they actually registered for a church, got it approved by the IRS, and now it's like a registered church in the United States. So amen. And here is the chick prayer. There's the 10 Chick Commandments, as they call it. Thou shalt not hold, so he is richer than thou that sold. And where's my favorite one? Let's see. This is funny too. Thou shalt never consider himself broke, only pre-rich. And yeah, this one too. The one true God will always forgive, but will make you buy back higher. And as you can see over here, Ansem is now part of the brethren over at Smoky Chicken Fish as well, and this girl made a video about it.
If you haven't caught on to what I'm reeling in yet, I'm talking about the Smoking Chicken Fish meme coin. Oh, wait, hold on. Did that Twitter say the Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish? A meme coin, a church? What are we? If you're feeling a little confused right now, I was too, but I got you. The coin itself was...
It's a good video. You can go watch it on the Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish's X account. And what really made me say, okay, this is interesting. Raoul Paul, at first, he says, love the Smoking Chicken Fish, but don't own it, however. And then like an hour later, he says, change, I now own it, and I will join the brethren. And then they invited him to take part in the brothism. And Raoul said, sadly, he can't tonight, so I imagine that he will at some point, maybe. What is the brothism, you may ask? It's a good question. Well, let's take a look at someone doing it live in a Telegram space, I think it is, or Telegram live video chat.
Yeah, please. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I want the bathtub.
I'm just going to do a little bit quick because this guy's a little slow here.
Thou shalt hold.
He's reciting the 10
So
Chick
he's
Commandments.
just out of souls. I'm not American.
And he's getting brothized.
Do not covet another man's meat. Meme. Thou shalt work for your bags.
He's got chicken breasts on his forehead. Like, if you can get people to do this.
Thou shalt treat your brother's sons if shall you own.
He's reciting the 10 Chick Commandments.
Solana if it is your own.
This is really happening. This is really happening.
Thou shalt never consider yourself broke, but you read.
This is why I think it's going to go quite viral. You got a nice correction happening right now here, guys. So, you know, this is my DCA inning. This is why I love Jupiter, because I can DCA in. See, this is probably our first spot back here, probably, and just DCA-ing the whole way up. And of course, I bought over where we're at now, but this nice pullback over here. Not financial advice, of course. This is like the stupidest thing that you can do. But you can see I'm being pretty stupid here by buying the hell out of this thing. I mean, buying pullbacks, right? Like it's probably a really good idea, especially with people like Ansem, Raoul Paul already buying into this thing. The traction is crazy, like absolutely nuts. Look at this thing, you know? So let's go to 4-hour chart and you can see, there it goes. Look at this thing. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. And of course, there's going to be sell-offs along the way, guys. When anything goes up, it can go up only. There always is nice correction. So don't FOMO in anything after. Don't chase big green candles. Wait for a correction. Buy the dips. And don't go all in ever early. Like, I mean, that's how I like to operate anyway. It's just, I like to DCA in over time as I gain more conviction on something, right? And I'm okay if this is how I made a killing on Pepe when Pepe had its huge run. I literally bought like every an hour for like 7 days as it ran all the way up to the Binance listing. And yeah, I mean, maybe I only did average it out the whole buy. Maybe it was only a 3x or something, but it was a large amount of capital for that 3x versus just like a small amount initially. It was just as I got more confident, as I saw the virality, I kept DCAing in, dollar cost averaging in, and was able to make a fortune on that trade. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. And actually, when I'm finished making this video, I will probably go back and scoop up this dip as well. Now, this next one is super degenerate. Doesn't like this other one, Smoke of the Church, the Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish, actually has like a real ordained minister who is like baptizing people, right? This one over here, next, I don't believe does, but we'll have to see. What we do have is this one, right? And let's just Pastafarianism. So
roughly 4,200 religions in the world today, not to mention another 41,000 denominations of Christianity alone.
I'm going to play this a little bit fast.
This makes it kind of difficult to narrow down the belief system that's right for you. If you're a slightly wayward hipster who has a wry sense of humor, you might want to consider Pastafarianism. Not to be confused with the Rastafarians, who are also a peaceful bunch, the Pastafarians have an intricate belief system surrounding their god, who just happens to be a flying spaghetti monster.
This is 9 years ago, by the way, guys. 9 years ago.
Yes, their supreme creator is literally a flying cluster of tangled noodles with meatball eyes. Flying Spaghetti Monster made the whole universe and all its components in only 4 days, all the while drinking intensely. He also made pirates the chosen ones because they live such a badass lifestyle. Pastafarians enjoy the same...
Anyway, so you guys can go watch this. What is a Pastafarian? What is a Pastafarian? And this is the website, spaghettimonster.org. I swear to God. Look, like I don't like making these, like I actually kind of do, but I'm a bit torn on the way that this space is working. But if you want to make money, this is where the money is, because you're not making these kind of gains on really techie projects right now, right? This just, you have to go where attention is if you want to make money. So that's just the way it is right now. And this is the Flying Spaghetti Monster. So Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. And as you can see down here at the bottom, spaghettimonster.org, you can become an ordained minister for just $59. It's actually a real thing for like 10 years, right? As you can see, there's just people all over the world who are part of this. And someone finally decided to make a meme coin about it. And wow, this thing pumped like crazy recently. So as you can see, I bought in here, and it was down right before I made this video and just recently just ripped back up. And it's only sitting right now at a $1.6 million market cap, guys. So it's very, very early right now. Now, again, this is really, really risky, really risky. This could rug, it could go to zero. There's no affiliation, by the way, between the actual Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster and this coin. The coin just literally ripped it off from the actual thing. So, but if Smoking Fish pumps like hell, continues to pump like hell, this thing is beta to it. That could definitely run just because it's actually a real meme religion, which is kind of crazy. So the next two, guys, I don't own at all. So Sigma, but it is in the cult-like category. And so these are real, genuine like cults, right? Like Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish is like a real, genuine like church now and a cult. And I think that's why I kind of decided to go in pretty heavy, because like that's insane, right? And that's definitely a meta, definitely a narrative, definitely a meme. And there's already buy-in from people, right? It's just obscene and it just works. So, but Sigma is the other one, and you can see like this, it's another culture coin. It's another, like kind of thing like that. And all the other one is Giga as well. Like these things have phenomenal charts. I'm not in them yet. I may or may not buy them. I don't know, but I just thought I'd bring them to your attention if you want to go check them out. Sigma and Giga. And another piece of news is I can't wait for this thing to launch. The beta launches in 3 days. You can short shitcoins, which will be great. Like If you think something's going to zero, you can short it on Dumpie.fun. It's not live yet, but the beta goes live on the 30th, so that'll be fun. And because it's Friday and I want to give you some entertainment, let's go over here and enjoy this clip from BitBoy.
TJ, how to set up the business to screw me? I have the email. They didn't think I had this. They wiped all this stuff and I found it in my cached drive. These people, it's huge. Mike Rosenblatt, I said your name, Mike. Andrew Gordon, Michael Brandwein, 20 years ago, his dad started an investment company right down the street. Isn't that crazy? And now all of a sudden, he's doing all the business. These people are scammers. Alex Saunders is a scammer. These people are all around you, and I'm tired of it. I don't know why these people get to do this horrible stuff in crypto. The great story that's going to come out of this is these people had to do this to me because I'm honest, and I don't steal from people. And all for years, it's all you guys have done is tell me what a thief I am. And the people in my own building were stealing millions of dollars from me. And doing pump and dumps and making me look like I'm the thief. It's all gonna come out in court. 100% of it. It's coming now, TJ. You gotta wait to give us the documents. It's coming. And I am so tired of it. Alex Saunders gets to be put up on. Meanwhile, everybody, BitBoy's irrelevant now. BitBoy, who cares about BitBoy? Nobody watches this channel anymore. Because the thieves stole money from me and made my life hell. It's real. It's real. Wendy is the one who referred Andrew Gordon to me. I know, guys, and my life is in danger. I'm sorry, my life is in danger. I'm serious, it is still. I know too much. I know too many people are connected to this. It's very scary, guys. It's very scary all people are connected to this. It really is. I am scared, and this is why. I'm telling you guys this. Because the more I discover, the bigger it is.
And BitBoy out, and I'm out. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.